You know the look. Platinum hair, curled over one eye like a velvet curtain, a voice like gin over ice, a stare that said, "You'll never touch me, but go ahead and try." That was Veronica Lake, the dream Hollywood invented. But she wasn't real. Her name was Constance Ockelman, and she was never meant to last. Chapter 1. Built for the Shadows. Constance Frances Marie Ockelman was born in Brooklyn in 1922. Her father died when she was young. Her mother remarried a man who gave her the surname Lake. That name would matter later, even if Constance never got to keep it. They moved to Florida, then Montreal, then Hollywood, and by the time she was a teenager, Constance had a new goal: disappear into the dream factory. She started with bit parts, a war film, a comedy. Then came 1941's I Wanted Wings. One camera angle, one slow motion glance, one lock of hair falling over one blue eye. And suddenly, a star was born. Paramount saw something, and it wasn't just her face, it was her mystery. They gave her a new name, Veronica, a new persona, cool, lethal, untouchable, a new fate, femme fatale. Chapter 2. Hair, Hype, and Headlines. Her look was the look. Women copied it in droves. That cascade of hair wasn't just fashion, it was cultural hypnosis. Until, of course, it became a national problem. By 1943, the U.S. government asked her to change her hairstyle. Too many women working in wartime factories were getting their hair caught in equipment while trying to look like Veronica Lake. So she pulled back the wave. The magic faded, box office receipts followed, but there was more going on behind the curtain. Chapter 3. The ice began to crack. Lake was a hit alongside Alan Ladd in a string of noir classics. This Gun for Hire, The Blue Dahlia, The Glass Key. He was 5'5". She was 4'11" in heels. They looked like they belonged in a snow globe together. But off-screen, Lake was difficult, or so the studios said. She clashed with directors, showed up late, forgot lines, had nerves. She was likely battling undiagnosed schizophrenia and was already drinking heavily by her 20s. But there's another version, that she was sharp, independent, and refused to play dumb, and that scared people even more than the drinking. Chapter 4. Falling Star. The studio system didn't forgive complexity. By the late 1940s, her contracts dried up. Her second marriage, to director André de Toth, fell apart. She tried stage work, failed, tried television, failed. By the 1950s, Veronica Lake was gone. And Constance? She was sleeping in cheap hotels, arrested for public drunkenness, writing bad checks. Rumors flew that she was working as a barmaid in a cocktail dress, hair still perfectly waved, hoping someone might say, "Aren't you?" Chapter 5. The Comeback That Wasn't. In 1969, she published a memoir, Veronica. It was bitter, brash, defensive. It called out her enemies, denied her illness, and painted a picture of a woman wounded by a machine she once fueled. It sold modestly. The studio didn't come calling. She tried one last movie, a cheap horror flick in 1970. No one saw it. It didn't matter. Veronica Lake died in 1973 of hepatitis, alone in Vermont. She was 50. No funeral, no red carpet, no flowers from Alan Ladd. Just the sound of the final curtain falling, quietly. Final curtain. Veronica Lake wasn't a tragedy. She was a mirage. Hollywood built her, exploited her, and left her stranded the second she couldn't deliver perfection in heels and shadows. But behind that ice-blonde hair and film noir glare was a woman desperate to be seen as human. she never got that chance. Today, we remember the hair, the look, the legend. But maybe it's time we remember Constance, too, the woman who taught us how to disappear in style. Love you. Mean it. Just like in old Hollywood.